Welcome back to Marta from Sparta. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to have super exciting video, at least for me. Today I'm going to unbox my new sewing machine. Yes, I finally got the upgrade I wanted. And to give you a very quick backstory, I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago when I was kind of exploring my niche, and I was doing some jewelry, I was doing some arts and crafts, I was doing some painting or art like the one which is over here. If you know me and if you watch every video, you know I made that as well. And I finally came to the conclusion that sewing and thrifting and upscaling and duping is something which I really truly enjoy, and I want to focus on that. So as my channel was growing and subscribers were growing, my needs for the projects were growing, and I was pushing myself more and more for you guys and for myself, because I really enjoyed every single minute of this journey. And at the time I purchased for myself a sewing machine which was matching my skill set, which was kind of intermediate. I was sewing since basically I was like 6-7 years old. My mom taught me how to sew, and I was doing those clothes and like simple clothing for myself. So I was always exposed to the world of sewing, and being in front of the sewing machine or behind the sewing machine, depends how you look, wasn't anything new to me. And I actually came to the conclusion that sewing and painting, it's gonna be two of my top favorites art departments which I really enjoy, and then I decided to focus on sewing only, upscaling and duping, and you guys know that. So I overgrown my sewing machine pretty fast, because I am known as very ambitious person. When I set my mind to something, I will actually do it and I will accomplish it, and I like to push myself to this uncomfortable zone to actually learn something new. I was not complaining, but I knew that the sewing machine which I actually want, and the sewing machine which is actually which is matching my skill set and needs for the channel and for myself and be able to grow, it's not in my budget yet, because running a YouTube channel is expense itself. So all supplies and everything goes out of our private pockets, and the testing and everything costs money. So sewing machine was not in my budget yet, at least the one which I wanted, and I thought it's going to be appropriate to my skill set and needs right now. So I decided to kind of drop some projects which I was planning for you guys, but I knew my sewing machine, cannot handle yet. So we lost kind of some fun stuff, but it is what it is. And finally, especially with the upscaling world, when I was using blankets and jeans, and if you guys remember one video when I was doing tote bag using my old paintings, my sewing machine actually broke in the middle of recording. So there is a lot of things going on behind scenes which I don't show you guys, especially my frustration with the sewing machine which I currently have. And my husband and I will start to have conversation about getting me sewing machine which are gonna actually make this process enjoyable, actually efficient, and the product quality will be better, and it's going to help me grow as a sewist and as an artist, and I'm gonna actually finally enjoy the process, not kind of thinking as a part of the planning. I was thinking as, can my sewing machine do it? So we still decided that the sewing machine which I want, it's not in a budget. So I decided that I would like to wait and get what I want, instead of compromising on something which gonna be semi-okay for now, and then buy a machine which I really want. And then I thought that maybe I can reach out to one of my favorite brands and have a conversation with a team, why I want a sewing machine, what do I need, why it stops me from growth, personal growth as a sewist, artist growth, and growing my channel. And I told them honestly, I can't afford the sewing machine at this point, but I really would like to. And they actually agree to send me a sewing machine, which I am forever grateful. And today we're gonna do unboxing, and I'm gonna talk to you about what actually I really needed for my sewing machine. It wasn't something which I just wanted. I really needed it. One of these needs, not wants, was actually a larger sewing space, bigger throat if you guys gonna call it. And I was really struggling, especially winter season or fall season, when I was doing projects which actually included fabrics which are super thick, and I had to fold them multiple times. My sewing machine couldn't, first of all, go through it, and second of all, I couldn't push the whole jacket because my throat in my sewing machine was literally this size. And when I was buying the sewing machine, I had no clue about those things. I was intermediate sewer or beginner sewer, so I thought sewing machine is a sewing machine. Besides, I didn't know how far my journey will take me and what I'm gonna be doing with it. So at the time, I was pretty happy with the brother sewing machine, which I was using until today. So that was my number one need, which I said I won't compromise. I want a sewing space which gonna be 10 inches or bigger, or bigger. And I said I'm not gonna compromise at this. As also, like, we're doing a lot of upscaling and we applying a lot of appliques, you know, we moving our fabric and pieces like a lot around to stitch the applique into the fabrics, which it was annoying also to me to constantly reach through this tiny space or behind the sewing machine to keep lifting the foot. And it was extremely frustrating to me. So I wanted to one of the sewing machines which either has the button which I can lift the foot up, or have this knee handle which you actually move the knee and you can lift the foot. I wanted automatic needle threader because I wear glasses, and sometimes when I am super tired, it's extremely challenging for me to thread the needle in a sewing machine. And making this video sometimes takes hours, and as I said, sometimes I don't share with you how much frustration is behind scenes because my sewing machine is failing. So I wanted automatic needle threader, and I also wanted sewing machine which is working a little bit faster than mine. And last but not least, I wanted the sewing machine which can hold thick fabrics and handle them without the issue. And I don't know if that's a lot of wants or not, or that was my needs for me as a Martha to record great videos and actually creating amazing pieces which in the future I might plan to sell and be proud of. I was doing great, but again, I have to say, I have to give up a lot of projects and a lot of videos because I knew I'm not going to able to accomplish them because my sewing machine was not good enough, and I knew that my sewing machine cannot handle it. So as I said before, I am extremely grateful to Baby Luck for fulfilling my needs and my dreams, and I finally have a sewing machine which actually will help me create and smile, and it's going to take this frustration off my table. And when I'm planning the video and I'm gonna decide that I want to make a jacket and jeans and fold it 7 times, my sewing machine will actually do it for me. So special thank you to Maddie, which spent so much time back and forth with me to try to understand what actually I need. And I have to say, guys, if you will ever want to buy a sewing machine, Baby Luck customer service is out of this world. They listen. Before they even agree sending me sewing machine, we talked about what do I struggle with, what are my needs, what project I mostly work. So people who actually are there and know all the sewing machine they sell, they can find the best match for my needs and best match for my skill set, and even leave the room to growth. You know what I'm saying? So I am extremely grateful to whole Baby Luck team and to Maddie, and you guys made me cry and made me emotional, and I cannot be happier. So in this video, I will show you guys my sewing machine. I will explain again what I am super excited about, and we're gonna talk about the sewing machine. If you are on the market for looking for something, maybe you're gonna like something which I got for myself and Baby Luck sent me, because I truly think it's amazing sewing machine. We, at least I think for now, we go in the next videos, we're gonna be using this sewing machine from now on. So I'm gonna constantly giving you a live feedback. What do I think about it? For now, I'm pretty stoked that this machine has everything I need to make my life easier. And we're gonna do comparison with the old sewing machine, and I'm doing this for all my subscribers who potentially might be on the market looking for something, or people who actually doing a research about getting a new sewing machine. As an upscaler and sewist, I am really excited about exploring that. And I just want to tell you, the sewing machine which I got, which was recommended to me, is fully mechanical. There is no electrical anything, no computers, no buttons. This is fully mechanical sewing machine, and I'm gonna explain everything about it very soon. So without further ado, I was waiting all night, and I was like impatient baby to actually open this box and actually touch my new baby and explore its possibilities, which we will do in next video. But without the further ado, let's open Baby Luck Jazz 2 together. Guys, my sewing machine is here. Leo, what mommy got? What's in there? Leo, what's in there? Is it sewing machine? It's my sewing machine. Teddy, you coming to check? Teddy, what did we get? We'll power this baby up. And then we're gonna have very, very long, exciting day to figure it out how to make it work. So when I start record my video tomorrow, I'm gonna actually know how to use this. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. I don't know. I know it's funny. If someone doesn't sew, like, you guys not gonna probably understand, but if you guys are sewers, you guys gonna absolutely understand. It's so smooth. I'm laughing at myself. It's just hilarious how excited I am. I'm trying to find where to connect that foot. Somewhere, for sure. Oh, there we go. It's on the side. Now we're gonna power this baby up together. There's the cord. There we go. Ta-da! And we gonna go live in a minute, guys. It's on the side. Easy to find. There we go. Are you guys ready? And my old sewing machine gonna sit in there all this time, so we're gonna have this comparison of the size, which is actually insane. All right, 3, 2, 1, go, baby! Look at this light, look at this space. That's so beautiful. Yeah, Leo. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Even Leo is excited. Yeah, Leo. Okay, now I'm gonna read the instructions and I'm gonna learn how to basically hook this up. I was really stoked about that because I was kind of like, now when I have so much space, I'm not gonna actually worry about lifting the foot because I have actually space to do it. But I also think it's gonna be more comfortable, stop sticking my hands in there and just have that. I don't know how to hook it up yet. I don't wanna break it. And just move my knee to the side and the foot gonna go up. Especially, I know I'm repeating myself, when we're doing so many appliques and tiny pieces, sometimes when we upscaling we have to turn around multiple directions so many times, and it's gonna be so easy. All right, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna read the few steps and instructions and we're gonna set it up. I'm kind of reading instructions how to set it up and exploring all possibilities here. I just want to tell you that the most important part for me and the most exciting part about it for me and why I wanted the sewing machine is obviously the sewing space over here. That was number one. Number two, the automatic needle threader and the easy way how you actually widen the bobbin. For me, as a person which wears glasses, especially the automatic needle threader is a deal breaker. I really love that. The other machine had that, but it was terrible. I couldn't do anything with it. And the last, not least, obviously, which I am actually stoked about it, as I saw the patches and, you know, I guys moved it. Sometimes I have to lift the foot. I love the part that I'm gonna be able to move the foot up using my knee with that actually handle, which I'm gonna attach in few minutes. It has 28 decorative stitches, which, you know, I don't need more than that, and it actually super fast. I'm gonna read more specs about it in a minute once I'm gonna set everything up. And the one of the things which I also love, and I saw it, it has this measurements over here, so it's actually easy. I'm gonna switch the camera in a minute. It's actually super easy to tell, like, you know, seam allowance over here. I just love this babe. So I'm just gonna enjoy it for a few minutes. It comes with a tons of accessories. So I'm just gonna have to open this. I'm not sure if I'll open it right yet. Yeah, you just have to put it. It comes with a tons of accessories over here. I'm gonna explore it. And the thing which is actually big thing for me, because I am looking at it, it's one step buttonhole. Oh my goodness, so many times I messed up my buttonholes. I can't even describe it. So this one step buttonhole, or you have another space over there, like accessory space. It's empty, but you know, you can hide your accessories over there. It's a one step buttonhole. I'm all over the place because I am so excited. I'm just like literally all over the place with that thing. I need to organize my thoughts because my excitement is still not cooling off. So I don't know if you can see it, like the tiny measurements are even on that. And over here, I'm gonna show you close-ups or pictures when I talk about it. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of things, but I'm gonna organize my thoughts as my excitement actually gonna cool off a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you more about it. Let's thread this baby. In case you are on the market for sewing machine, I would like to summarize for you why I chose, or why Baby Luck team, based on conversation with me, decided to recommend me Just 2. So what Just 2 is a sewing and a quilting machine that offers a hands-free presser foot. It has 28 built-in stitches, needle up and down function. It has 1000 stitches per minute. So in case you are in crazy rush, 1000 stitches per minute. It has built-in needle threader, which for me it's just hands down one of the best option. It works well for garment makers and upscalers who like using denim or tough fabrics. Retailers who sell Baby Luck, they offer financing options if you're interested, but also Baby Luck website has Affirm Pay if you're interested in some sort of financing. Customer get 60 days free access to those sewing video classes when they buy a new machine. But also, they can also add on the Love of Sewing membership, which includes service, support and annual maintenance from a local certificate technician, repaired parts and labor charges covered, exclusions apply, unlimited access to all sewed online classes for a duration of your membership. Level 1 and 2 are 2 years old program. Level 3 is a 2-year program. In addition to those classes, they have plenty of helpful videos on YouTube and many free projects across their social media. So I will include link to my sewing machine. I'm gonna include link to all the website and all sewing machines. I hope that if you are in the market for looking for the sewing machine, this information and this video will be helpful. I am pretty stoked, and I'm gonna see you in next video, which we gonna make pretty awesome 4th of July pieces, which this machine gonna actually come very, very handy.